every day a large amount of waste is produced in our homes, hospitals, offices and factories, which is dumped into our dustbins. Most of us are unaware about where this trash goes. Most of the recyclable waste ends up in a dump yard, which leads to severe health issues and causes social problems. Every year, more than 2 billion tons of waste is generated worldwide, which is projected to reach 3.4 billion tons by the year 2050. So if we talk about India, a study has shown that urban India generates 62 million tons of waste every year, which is projected to reach 165 million tons by the year 2030. So, efficient waste management is the need of the hour. Before we understand how can we manage waste efficiently, we need to understand what are the types of waste which is thrown out of our homes, factories, offices and hospitals. So the waste which are thrown is broadly categorized as biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So first let's understand what's biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste are those waste which rot or undergo degradation by the action of the decomposers present in the soil. They decay and mix in the soil, and biodegradable waste is derived from the living matters. Biodegradable wastes are broken down into simpler substances in weeks or months by the decomposers in the soil. A few examples of biodegradable wastes are peels of fruits and vegetables, papers and woods. So now let's understand what is non-biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable wastes are those wastes which do not rot by the action of the decomposers. They do not decay or mix with the soil. They take hundreds and thousands of years to get decomposed, and they remain on the soil for years. A few examples of non-biodegradable wastes are plastics, glass bottles and metal cans. So now that we have understood what is non-biodegradable waste and biodegradable waste, the next important step in waste management is the segregation of these waste. Both these wastes require different methods of disposal. Green dustbins are for biodegradable waste and blue dustbins are for non-biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable waste are further categorized as recyclable waste and toxic waste. Few examples of recyclable wastes are plastic bottles, glass bottles and metal cans, and few examples of toxic wastes are dry paint bottles, old batteries and medicines. So ideally there should be a different dustbin for toxic wastes. So the next important step in waste management is the disposal of waste. Since people are following unscientific, unhygienic and unsatisfactory methods of waste disposal, it is causing environmental pollution. If people do not follow a systematic manner of waste disposal, it has been estimated that more than 1400 square kilometers of land, which is the size of Delhi, would be required for the waste disposal by the year 2047. So, systematic methods of waste disposal is the need of the hour. So, biodegradable waste should be composted and non-biodegradable waste should be sent to an environmentally acceptable sanitary landfills. Each one of us can manage the waste by practicing 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. Now, how can we reduce the wastage? We can reduce the wastage by consuming more and throwing less. For example, instead of throwing the leftover food, we can use that leftover food to make new and delicious recipes. And we should reduce the usage of paper bags. We should refuse to plastic bags as far as possible, and we should carry our own shopping bags made up of cloth or jute. We should reduce the usage of disposable items and we should use durable items. For example, we should reduce the usage of ballpoint pen and use fountain pens. The second R which we can practice is reuse. We can reuse certain things for more than one purpose. For example, we can use old glass bottles for storing pulses. We can use the old jam bottles for storing pickles. And we can use our old clothes for making beautiful cushions and handkerchiefs. The third R that needs to be practiced is recycle. Recycling is a process by which waste material can be converted into new products. Biodegradable waste like kitchen waste is composted to make manure, which adds fertility to the soil, and non-biodegradable waste like plastics, glass bottles and metal cans are first collected, then segregated, and then they are sent to the recycling center for recycling to make new products. The key to efficient waste management is to ensure proper collection, segregation, disposal, and to ensure that the waste is going to different streams of recycling and resource recovery. The community participation has a direct bearing on the efficient waste management. So as a responsible citizens, let's get together and work with the government in tackling this problem of waste management. So let's take a pledge for a garbage-free India. Thank you.